And we are live. Welcome, Crypto Warriors, to the Gentlemen of Crypto, episode 812. Today is Thursday, October 7th, 2021. And I'm your host, Bitcoin Zay, here to bridge the gap between cryptocurrency and the community, Monday through Friday at 10-ish. So we got some great news stories for you today, including the top story: MoneyGram launches USDC settlement using the Stellar blockchain. Russia aims to limit crypto purchases by non-accredited investors. Visa's universal payments channel could be huge for Bitcoin and Ethereum, sponsored by Crypto Vantage. And last but not least, Riot Blockchain tripled production this year and is hoarding $194 million in Bitcoin. So before we get into those stories for today, let's take a look at our prices because we do have a lot of movement in the market right now. Right now, Bitcoin is at $54,543, up almost 1% today. Ethereum at $3,616, up 1.25%. Binance Coin at $443 is up 1.7%. Cardano at $232 is up 4.6%. XRP at $108 is up 0.15%. Solana sitting at number 7 is $157 down 0.7%. Polkadot at $34.19 is up 9.4%. Dogecoin sitting at 24 cents is down 3.8%. And we have a new entrant that's jumping into the top 10. It looks like Terra, also known as Luna, at 46.65 is up 7%. So that rounds out our top 10 for the coins today. Everything looks like it's taking off now that Bitcoin is pumping a bit. Remember, Bitcoin pumps, all of that liquidity comes into the market, usually flows right back into alts in a big way. So first things first, I do have some eye trouble. So if you see me wiping this eye, that's what that's about. That's also why I'm wearing these random glasses from my wife. I don't even know where these came from, but I was scrambling to find some. So shout out to everybody who's in the show right now. Let's check it out. Who's in the chat? Let's see. Dylan Darcherville, what's up, brother? Milto, PFC Wells, Naeem the Dream, Sergeant Mac. Let's see. Tony Nolly, what's up? What's up? Live Hunt Game. Let's see. Rendell like Denzel, what's going on? Blockchain Bully, Esther Cherubin, E. Debham, what's up? What's up? Satoshi Slim. Looking real shady today. You know that fake internet money coding crap? Oh, yeah. You know the shadowy coders in the building. They didn't let the shadowy coders in the dough. Hey. Let's see. Lawrence Sanders. Good morning. Naeem the Dream. Kadeem K. Good morning. Good morning. Let's see. Horace Valentine. Congrats, Zay, on the grant for Kraken. Yep. Appreciate that. And if you don't know what they were talking about with the Black Bitcoin Billionaires, we actually got a $150,000 grant for businesses. If you have a business, go to blackbitcoinbillionaire.com and apply. We're giving away between 20 and 30K to each company that wins the pitch. You get to get on Clubhouse, pitch your company live to VCs and to investors and on Black Bitcoin Billionaires. Again, we're partnering with Kraken. This is the only place you can do that on Clubhouse that is official with funding. First time that we've seen that on the Clubhouse app ever. So shout out to Lamar Wilson, shout out to Kraken, also shout out to Jack Dorsey at Cash App and everybody for helping us there. So yeah, definitely a big win. If you have a business, if you have a startup, definitely sign up at blackbitcoinbillionaire.com and you can get it. So let's see. Somebody said Zay looking like Satoshi. Hey, you never know. I don't know. You never know who Satoshi is, but let's see. Let's jump into our first story for today. MoneyGram launches USDC settlement using the Stellar blockchain. So it looks as though MoneyGram has capitulated, just like we tell everybody you don't have a choice. MoneyGram, it has enabled customers to fund and withdraw from their accounts using the USDC stablecoin at physical branches. And financial services company MoneyGram International has partnered with the Stellar Development Foundation to enable consumers to send money using Circle's popular stablecoin USDC. Per Wednesday announcement, MoneyGram has integrated support, allowing crypto wallets connected to the Stellar network to access its retail platform. So working alongside Circle, MoneyGram will enable near instant back-end settlement. That is the big deal, people. People think that when you send money and the other person receives it, that's settlement. No, actually settlement sometimes takes days for them to do on the back end. The reason why crypto is important, stable coins, Bitcoin, is because settlement is instant or almost instant. And we're not talking about the payment, we're talking about settlement on both sides, meaning it's settled on both ledgers without there being a peer-to-peer. So shout out to MoneyGram for finally realizing that the fees y'all charged before was ridiculous. The amount of money that was being sent overseas that was basically just took everybody's money with fees because people didn't have a choice. So good to see that they capitulated like we said they would. And let's take a look at this quote here. As crypto and digital currencies rise in prominence, we're especially optimistic about the potential of stablecoins as a method to streamline cross-border payments. You damn right, you better be optimistic, because it damn sure ain't what your business model is now. Western Union, MoneyGram, your business model as it is has to change. You don't have a choice. Keep telling people that, but they keep waiting around, or they want to do more research. It's like, you don't have a choice. You might as well just start now. So as you can see, MoneyGram is the next one to capitulate. We've seen a bunch of them. We've seen a bunch of businesses bow down and say, hey, all right, we're done being out of this market. We have to do something. So even though USDC is not accepting Bitcoin, so to say, it is a step in the right direction as far as them changing their business model. And from a regulatory standpoint, I don't think they can deal with Bitcoin much, honestly. So we'll see how that works out. Let's see who else we got in the comments today. Let's jump in. Let's see. Let me get this up out of here. Oh, yeah. So what's going on with S1 Dubs? Let's see. Lance Jones, did you guys hear about the cryptocurrency enforcement unit? Oh, yeah. We discussed that for years, that it was coming, that it was already here, and that they're just putting it out. Remember, once it hits the media, it's already been happening. So the fact that you are just now seeing it, and we were talking about in 2017, I promise you the last 4 years, they've been out on the prowl, definitely. So let's see. Roland Wishers, hey, I'm about to pitch. Oh yeah, for the for the demo day on our clubhouse. What's up? Courtney Johnson, what time does Black Blockchain Summit start? Oh man, you missed it. I would say next year, come to DC. You missed it this year, but yeah, it was great. Definitely met some great people this year. Lawrence Sanders, hey bro, I believe I need a consult from you and King. I will pay. How do we make it happen? Look at the email address at the bottom of the video. Once we post it, shoot us a quick email. We can get that done for you, definitely. Chappie, DC Fandom is giving out free NFT. Just have to sign up for the conference and it's free. Just got my code and I'm about to get mine now. Oh yeah, sounds good. Yeah, a lot of people are giving away free NFTs and airdrops in order to attract the community. And then of course, there's a big sell-off because people want to, spend stuff. But from that point, most people stick. So that is a good strategy. Let's see. Our project experience today, you need some artificial tears to flush your eyes from whatever you're dealing with. Oh, trust me, I got the most flush you can get. I've been flushing my eye all day and yesterday. It's getting a little better, but it feels like whatever's in there is coming out now. So that's why I keep wiping it. So let's jump into our second story of the day. Russia aims to limit crypto purchases by non-accredited investors. What a load of bullshit, man. That's why we got into crypto, was to get away from the accredited investor tag, because who cares how much money you have? That doesn't make you smart. There are a lot of dumb millionaires out here, and you can tell because they're in crypto, flipping and dipping and jumping around and shit like Dogecoin and Shiba and whatever else. So yeah, a lot of dumb money, a lot of dumb millionaires, especially being in LA. I've never met so many dumb millionaires in my life. Either their parents gave them money or they got lucky once and sold some product that made them $1 million, but they haven't done shit since. So yeah, a lot of dumb millionaires, so, but accredited investors are considered people who have the money. So the Bank of Russia also wants to slow down transactions to crypto exchanges to prevent emotional crypto purchase. Think about that, people. They're literally trying to control your emotions. They're trying to tell you, you don't know how you should feel. You don't know how you should trade. You don't know what you should do with your own money. And this is how governments and the state works. There isn't a government that exists in a major power that doesn't think, hey, we need to be in control so that we can make your life better, which again is just them taking more power and you handing it over just because they're calling you stupid to your face, really. And you're like, yeah, I'm stupid. Yep, here you go. Anatoly Aksakov, chairman of the Russian State Duma Committee on Financial Markets, argued that Russia needs to adopt new laws to protect, this is the key word, they always put this in there, to protect retail investors from the potential losses of investing in crypto. Local news agency Interfax reported on Wednesday. Come on, man, we're adults. All this protection bullshit that they throw out there. If you allow your governments to take away your rights for security, you deserve neither. I forgot where that quote came from, but it was like, if you trade in your rights for security, you deserve neither. And that's what this protect retail investors comes from. Every time they say that, they're not protecting you. They don't give a shit about you. When has the government really tried to protect retail investors? Come on, man. To this end, the lawmakers in the country's parliament are reportedly considering new legislation to limit cryptocurrency investments by non-accredited investors. The official delivered his remarks during the Bank of Russia-backed event devoted to financial consumer protection. All right, so again, they have enhanced focus on digital currencies, and we will look to provide maximum protection for our citizens who invest in digital assets because it is a new instrument and it is quite difficult for an unskilled investor. Damn, did they just call poor people stupid? Because again, it looks like they're just protecting rich people from being able to put their, because if you're rich and you've been a smart, investor in the current financial market, and then you get into Bitcoin and cryptocurrency and you don't know what the fuck you're doing, I can guarantee you that is embarrassing. That's why most of these rich people are trying to hold out, or they're waiting for a central bank product by a bank or something like that, because they really don't know what the fuck is going on. Imagine being 50, 60 years old, you're already a multimillionaire, and some 22-year-old kid is like, yeah, I got $1 million off of crypto. And they're like, so how do you do it? It's like, well, I don't know. So I don't like it. And that's sort of what they're doing now with these banks, allowing rich people to get in first and making accredited or non-accredited investors pay, because you're too dumb to know what to do with your money, right? We don't want you to lose. Like, what are you talking about? The more people trade, the more money they make off fees. So that doesn't even make sense either. So yeah, trying to protect people from their own emotions. Damn, that's some 1984 shit right there. Like, oh, I know you're gonna be emotional, so yeah, so don't make these trades. This is fucking ridiculous. So before we move forward, make sure we pay that like tax. Baby, we're at 80 likes right now, 137 people watching. Let's turn it up. Let's see. DJ, so good morning from South Cac. Let's see. Let me slide down here. D-Lock, what's going on with Sheba? Just a little pump to get your beak wet. Heavy production, top of the day. DM Car, I'm in that conference tonight, bro. Nice. Yeah, tonight is the Crypto for the Culture conference. I'll be on there with Don Dixon, and it's put together by Crypto Tutors. Shout out to them. Shout out to Lisa and Nina over there. So yeah, if you are available tonight at 6 or 7, I'm sorry, I got to look back at it. Crypto for the Culture, doing that event tonight with Don Dixon. She is the first woman, I believe, to have a STO, secure token offering. She raised 1.4 million for her software company. So can't wait to chop it up with her and talk about our success stories. Let's see, Credit K, Zay Charles with the blind man sunglasses on. Exactly, I feel so weird wearing sunglasses. Let's see, Rendell like Denzel, LA littered with them. I think that's when I was referring to dumb millionaires. Oh yeah, they're all over the place. It's a lot of idiots and Lambos out here that they got it. Trust me, there's ways in LA to make it seem like you're rich and not have it at all. Let's see, Satoshi Slim, those are tears of joy because he's happy to share his crypto knowledge with the community. Absolutely. Let's see, DM Car, let them buy and get that Shiba Inu up to $1. Oh man, a trillion coin project is gonna get to $1. So Shiba's gonna be a $1 trillion market. All right, Bitcoin just hit $1 trillion. So yeah, good luck with that. Let's see, Satoshi Slim to protect. Who's policing the police? Exactly. Tony Nolly, you know it. Protect only means that we're going to take more control. I never have ever seen a government actually protect their citizens. I haven't seen it. That shit is some bullshit. So let's see. Larry Davis, those who trade liberty for security deserve neither. Yep, that was Ben Franklin, fat ass. Let's see. Geechee Sultan sings a. Now I don't need to bust out the singing today. We're getting the likes up. S1 does. Maybe they would try to control how we buy crypto with bank accounts and credit debit cards. That's the only way they can slow this down. I've said that, but we've said that plenty before. If they want to just cut off the controls or cut off the on-ramps, cut off the off-ramps, that's usually what they could do. But because Bitcoin is decentralized, they won't die completely. And it may be a little adjustment, but I can guarantee you that somebody in the woods in Nigeria is not worried about the U.S. or somebody that's in Venezuela is not worried about the U.S. Shutting down credit cards. Let's see. And James Lee, living our best life. NFT plays, you already know. Kadeem K said, nah, quadrillion. Oh, yeah, for Shiba. Quadrillion coin. So if it gets to $1, that means you're going to be a quadrillion dollar market. Jesus Christ. So yeah, let's jump to our next story, which is sponsored by Crypto Advantage, who you know we have partnered with in order to bring you free crypto information as well as news. And we've partnered up with them to do stories for today. So one of the stories that we'll talk about, which is very important, Visa's universal payments channel could be huge for Bitcoin and Ethereum. So Visa has announced it's developing a universal payments channel for central bank digital currencies and cryptocurrencies, focusing on the latter for now on stablecoins such as USDC. It was announced last week, but the market took this news as a big seal of approval for the crypto sector, with the total cap expanding from 1.85 trillion to 2.2 trillion on October 3rd. So this is a 19% jump in 3 days. And not only that, Visa plans to create an interoperability channel for crypto and digital currencies. It's arguably the most bullish news of the year, which still suffers from a tarnished reputation in relation to supposed money laundering crimes and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, because when they talk about environment, talk about money laundering, all that is just a ruse. It's a distraction from what Bitcoin's actually doing. People think about this. In El Salvador right now, they are using a volcano to make money. Never when you were a kid, never in your wildest dreams, somebody walked up to you and said, hey, one day somebody's gonna use a volcano to create money. You would have laughed in their face. You would have been like, what the fuck are you talking about? Bro, in El Salvador, we're using volcanoes, geothermal energy to create money. And all around the world, Texas, Europe, Australia, all these places with mining facilities, we're harnessing the power of the sun, we're harnessing the power of wind, solar, all of that stuff to create money. And again, when people talk about the environmental impact, fuck off, man. What are you talking about? That has nothing to do with nothing. Again, Christmas lights use more energy than Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is way more important than them shitty ass Christmas lights all over the place. So let's see. Visa is the 11th biggest corporation in the world by market cap, and its creation of a payments channel for cryptocurrencies will serve as a massive force in legitimizing and sanitizing the sector. So again, I don't think Bitcoin necessarily by itself needs Visa. Other cryptocurrencies could benefit with the payments rail from Visa, definitely. And if they're interoperable, meaning that you can make payments on this blockchain and then switch to another blockchain in order to get either a cheaper fee or a faster settlement time, all of that is great. If literally one day you have a wallet and to optimize your payment, you choose, hey, I want to pay this amount in USD, and then it says this blockchain, this fee is the most equitable for you, it's the cheapest, it's the fastest, boom, and you choose that one. Doesn't matter which blockchain, because it would just cross atomic swap to that blockchain, send it, go to that person, and then you would have a payments rail that can't be stopped. So shout out to Visa, because them and MasterCard right now, I believe, are building payment rails and infrastructure for cryptocurrencies, because again, I don't know how many times I can say this, people, but you don't have a choice. So if you regular Joe Schmo sitting at the house is still on the fence, we actually talked with Buyback LA last night. I told him last night, if you're on the fence, jump off one side or the other. Either jump on that side and join us, help us build an entirely new financial system, or jump on the other side and be our opposition, because even that fuels our fire as well. So either way, it'll help if you just get off the fence. That's not helping nobody. So either yourself or society. So yeah, get off the fence, help us build this financial revolution if you want. And Visa and all these other companies are starting to do that. So let's jump into our comments real quick. Let's see who we got here. This one does. Maybe we'll try to control. Oh, we already read that one. MG, are you Bitcoin Ray Charles now? Hey, yeah, Bitcoin Ray, baby. I'm changing my Twitter name today. Let's see. They're okay with taking so-called dumb money from unaccredited investors in stock markets, but wants to protect dumb money in crypto. Yeah, right. Exactly. I mean, we all know that's bullshit. They all of a sudden want to protect you. They don't even know you. What are you talking about? Let's see. Sovereign on Bitcoin DeFi in El Salvador. Interesting. Yep. When we brought him on, we actually discussed that, bringing DeFi to El Salvador so that they can have different pillars to build their economic system that don't rely on a centralized source, which, again, I keep telling people, man, this stuff is happening at such a fast rate. You can't really keep up with it unless you watch our show. But even if you do keep up with it, it's so much stuff happening. You have to realize that this isn't going away. So Aaron says, I've gone deep down the rabbit hole. NFTs are now paying 100% of royalties to holders and mentors. Great. That's what I'm talking about. Zay, did you ever get to watch the Machine Greens doc by Swan Bitcoin? Great 38 minutes for combating Bitcoin energy use FUD. I didn't see that, but I saw another mini documentary with Nick Carter where he was discussing it. But I don't need to see much. We defeated this argument in 2017. I don't need to be convinced anymore. I already know that it's a bullshit play that people always use to tug at heartstrings. They get all these soft-ass environment people who think, oh my God, we got to save the environment. You can't do shit. They're going to save the environment. They would have did it back in the 70s and 80s when they had people warning them on the floor in Congress. Look it up. They're telling them, this is what's happening. Greenhouse energy, greenhouse gases. The earth is getting warmer. You need to do something about it. And they were like, nah, we're going to pump more oil. They don't give a shit about you. Stop thinking that they are somehow trying to help you out with this, with these ideas. The environment, that's such a terrible argument at this point. I don't even acknowledge it. I mean, today, if you watch Community Crypto at 4 p.m. Eastern, my weekly show on CoinDesk, we actually spoke to the two of the biggest Bitcoin miners in the world. They are part of the Bitcoin Mining Council. One is from Hut 8, Tanya Woods, and then the CEO of Argo Blockchain. I just spoke to them in an interview, and they both thought it was ridiculous. When I brought up the environment thing, they both started laughing because they understand 60% of mining is renewable energy. Most people who are mining are looking for renewable energy sources because it actually incentivizes you. So that argument is dead. It's over for that. Let's see, TWE. Let's see. I have a couple CNFTs still working on getting an NFT. What y'all think about Pluto Alliance? Never heard of it, but I'll look it up. Let's see. DJ, did Visa have a deal with Stellar Lumens as well? Yeah, Visa did as well. Because if they want to issue CBDCs, I believe Stellar has the fastest processing time on their blockchain. So that's why I would see them using it. Selfish guys, they do see a lot of consolidation happening in the future as far as altcoins. Oh yeah, it's not going to be 12,000 coins out there. It might be 12 in the next decade, depending on how they regulate it. Gary Gensler is a motherfucker, so we don't know exactly what you're gonna do. Let's see. Adrian Torres, yo, I love and want to save the environment, but there's plenty of other topics other than BTC that are negatively affecting Earth. Exactly. I mean, if you really wanted to save the Earth, Bitcoin would be very, very low on your totem pole. You would probably start with the things that have already messed up the environment. Probably start there, and then we can work our way down to Bitcoin. Even then, Bitcoin's energy use is for a use case that is more important than pretty much anything else. More important than banks. It's more important than definitely Christmas lights. It's more important than washer and dryer machines. We're talking about global peer-to-peer money system never been created before. So, TW, if you believe they give a fuck about you, I got some land for sale at the bottom of the ocean just for you. Exactly. Yeah, don't believe that the government is all of a sudden has your best interest at heart when they have not shown that at all. So let's look at our last story for today. Some good news. Riot Blockchain tripled production this year and is hoarding $194 million in Bitcoin. Public mining firm Riot Blockchain has more than tripled its year-to-date Bitcoin production. So United States-based publicly listed mining firm Riot Blockchain has revealed that its year-to-date production has more than tripled compared to 2020. According to a Wednesday announcement, they have mined about 2,457 Bitcoin, roughly 135 million during 2021 so far, a 246% increase compared to the same period of the previous year. So the production for them has more than quadrupled year over year. They had 406 Bitcoin last month compared to 91 in September of 2020. So again, it seems year over year, they're increasing their production and the amount of Bitcoin that they're pushing out. And if you don't know about Riot Blockchain, I tell people this all the time. Outside of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, if you're looking for an investment, invest in Bitcoin mining firms, because these are the companies that have to mine the Bitcoin that you so desperately want to get. So if they succeed, everybody succeeds. So if you're looking at stocks, the only stocks I hold currently right now are mining blockchain companies, simply because that's a part of the industry. If you contribute to the mining, they become better at what they do. They can mine more Bitcoin. That actually helps Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies in the long run. So that's another investment vehicle outside of the Bitcoin and crypto world. If you want to buy stocks, buy into Bitcoin mining companies like Riot Blockchain. And shout out to Corey Clipston from Swan Bitcoin. He's on the board for Riot Blockchain. Actually introduced the idea of Riot Blockchain to me, or told me about it 3 years ago. And it's great to see ideas that 3 or 4 years ago we were discussing come to fruition to have, a lot of success. So despite Riot's strong September performance, the firm did not sell any of its newly mined Bitcoin. Riot's accumulation caught the attention of Michael Saylor, who tweeted, publicly traded Bitcoin miners aren't selling Bitcoin, they're accumulating Bitcoin. The game has changed. That's what we mean by supply shock, people. Most miners have been selling Bitcoin constantly to pay for bills. Now that they're so far ahead, they're in the billions, and they have cash reserves and they have cash on hand, and we're moving towards a world where you can pay with Bitcoin anyway. There's miners that are not going to sell, meaning there won't be Bitcoin on the market. Meaning if they mine it and they don't sell it to an exchange, it's not on that exchange for you to buy, which means it's going to be damn near impossible to buy Bitcoin at a certain point if most miners start keeping it and hoarding it. That happens, that's when you start to see what we call hyper-Bitcoinization. Because if there's no Bitcoin to buy, the prices are starting to go exponential. It's like, 70, 80, 90, 120,000 very quickly, simply because there is nothing to buy. And if you want to find it, I'm definitely charging a premium. If you can't find it, if you come to me and say, hey, I can't find Bitcoin anywhere, I want to buy some, and the price is at 50,000, I'm charging you 100. Do you really want this Bitcoin or do you not? And I think that's what we'll see with this price appreciation with companies like Riot Blockchain mining Bitcoin and keeping it for themselves. It's a new world, people. Miners were usually constantly selling, so there was always constantly Bitcoin on the market. There's only 900 Bitcoin mined today. After the next halving, it'll be 450. It'll be 450 Bitcoin mined today for billions of people around the world to access in 2024. It's going to get crazy, people. So just hold out for there. Let's look at some final comments here before we jump off. Let's see who we got in the comments, baby. All right, Larry Davis protect us from Citadel, Satoshi Slim, True, Selfish God like with fashion industry, industry LV on most of these fashion brands. Exactly, yeah. I mean, consolidation happens a lot of times in the centralized world. Absolutely. Chappie, if they wanted to save it, they would put pressure on the producers of it. They're trying to do it at the consumer level. Exactly. Stop trying to put pressure on us, man. We got enough. We got everyday stuff. Put it on them. But they always want to mitigate their risk. TW, if you believe, oh yeah, we just said that. DM Car, yo, just learned how to use trading bots for crypto last night. Let's go, fam. Oh yeah, I have a brief introduction to trading bots in the masterclass where you can actually set it up. And I tell people all the time, setting up a trading bot, once you actually do it, is probably the best decision you can make because sitting there and trading, you lose a lot of time and for some people, a lot of money. So Young has been wiping tears for 2 days after waking up with my eye crusted shut. Yep, that was me 2 days ago. That's why I haven't been on the show the last 2 days, if you haven't noticed. And if you look back at the Monday show, you can kind of see my eyes starting to get weird. So let's see. Chappie, I ended up with a Harley Quinn VS Zombies NFT. Nice. All right. Don, Pluto Alliance is made by BitBoy Crypto Team. All right. Well, I have to reach out to BitBoy and see what they're talking about. But yeah, me and King are a good duo. I'm not big on joining teams. Let's see, Bert Rodriguez, do you have a list of congressional proponents of crypto who support crypto in its unregulated form? I believe the only ones that have done it so far that I know of, Ron Paul, Cynthia Loomis, and I forget the guy's name, and the mayor of Jackson, Tennessee. We've done stories on him before, and there's a few other ones as well. So those are the only ones I know right off the bat. I'm sure there's others. But those are the ones right off the bat I know for a fact they support crypto in its unregulated form or in the way that it is now. JD Vincent, I'm on the fence. I scheduled purchases, regular Cash App. How do I get my keys? So once you purchase on there, you can withdraw. You will have to KYC to withdraw off of there. But that's fine because if you withdraw to a cold storage, it's not attached to your name or anything. You can move it around from there. So make sure you do that KYC and then you can withdraw right through the app. Aaron, I've been struggling to set up my frequent trade. I understand that. Yep. Definitely. Oh man, let's see what else we got. Paris, what's going on, y'all? Happy Thursday. Adrian Torres, is Bitcoin dropping below 50K when the cycle ends around December? Hey, I'm not even gonna lie to you. If we go to 200K, like I think the bear market that'll go for 6 to 8 months, and I think we'll probably reach the former all-time high, which is what happened last time. We got to 65K, and then we went all the way back down to about 29, right? A touch above the former all-time high. And then I think if we have this big bull run, we'll do the same thing. It'll bear market down to about 60, 65K. So let's see. You got to wear eye patch. Hell no. That's what I'm trying to get this cleared up now. I am not wearing no goddamn eye patch at all. So let's see. Geechee, Lipton tea bags for the eyes. Oh, I'm gonna try that. All right. Let's see. Facts on the bot. Plus, most folks don't want to go through the learning process, and that GMT is working for real. Oh yeah, you know it. Let's see. Jay, staring at screens all day messes up your eyes. Get those blue light glasses. They've been helping my eyes a lot. Yeah, exactly. Somebody told me about that when I was in Miami. Staring at blue screens all day. Let's see. Rendell Denzel. Oh yeah, Lance Jones. You going back to Miami, Zay? So yesterday, being in LA, I love LA, I love California. They just passed the proof of vaccine mandate for November 4th, where you have to have a vaccine card to go into restaurants, public places, and whatever. I just came from New York. New York was like fucking torture. I couldn't sit at a bar, I couldn't go to a restaurant, I couldn't go regular places without this fucking vax card. I'm not walking around showing you my papers. That's actually technically illegal. I mean, from the Nuremberg trials, that's illegal. So showing your papers is not something that I'm a fan of. So in LA, if they enacted November 4th and it's as bad as New York, Miami, here I come. I'm taking my talents to South Beach because ain't no way in hell I'm finna be walking around LA showing my vax card with all these dirty motherfuckers that live out here. Ain't no way you about to say you cleaner than me or that you don't have, or that you had the vaccine, so you holier than now, so you get to do all the fun shit while I can't. Now I'm going to Miami where regular people live, where none of that really matters. Life is life out there. And shout out to all the immigrants, every community of immigrants in this country, Korean, Mexican, Mediterranean, Armenian, Ethiopian, Russian, everybody that comes to this country builds a life, and then they have kids and grandkids who are in my era now. Thank you. because they seem to be the only business owners that don't give a fuck about this vaccine shit. Because they literally are like, my family built this over 30 years. We're not shutting down. We're not closing. We are not stopping the paper. You come in here masking. I wore a mask in a week and a half because I go to all immigrant spots because those are the only regular people who are looking at this like, what is wrong with you all? Soft ass Americans, all these flip flop people walk around California crying. Yeah, I might have to go to Miami simply because, again, down there, Bitcoin is taking off. The Mayor Suarez is on it. They have Miami coin. They are about to start paying their employees in Bitcoin. They're about to start allowing payments in Miami. I mean, that might be the spot, man. You never know. But we're discussing it now, me and my family. So we'll see. Let's see. Larry Davis, say Bitcoin. Yeah, exactly. Adrian Torres, I'm going to J. Cole concert in Chicago today. Had to get COVID tested in 48 hours. Yeah, like that's so stupid. I mean, out here, I bought tickets to a concert, WizKid, October 3rd. All you needed was a negative test. No, until October 1st, that jumped up to, oh no, you need proof of vax. And I goddamn miss Rihanna because Rihanna was there, all because of this vax shit. I'm like, man, that was my chance. I had a meet and greet, tickets with my wife. We had a chance to see Rihanna. Man, that's just how it goes. But yeah, I might have to go to Miami, baby. New York put out an ad saying, don't come if not vax. Good. I want to see New York implode from the inside out because everybody in New York was basically saying the same thing. If they were not vaxxed, they were like, this shit is over. This is ridiculous. There's no way you can survive as a business when only half the people can come in. And then out of those half of people, you still have the social aspects, like can they even afford it? So if you're a really nice restaurant, you already had a small group of clients, and then some of them don't get vaxxed or they get vaxxed and don't want to come outside because they're scared. Good luck, man. Let's see. Yep, it's definitely illegal. You better believe it, I feel fine and healthy myself. I just trust my immune system. Exactly. Yeah, I trust my immune system more than some rushed out bullshit. Yep. So that's all for me today. Appreciate everybody. Again, yeah, hopefully I'll be in Miami soon. I know King will be in Miami soon as well. So yeah, everybody that's watching, thank you for watching our daily show, German of Crypto. Shout out to Crypto Vantage for the sponsorship and for the sponsored article for today. And a few announcements for today. Again, Crypto for the Culture. That is today. If you look up, let me find it here. It is being put on by the Crypto Tutors. Shout out again to Lisa and Nina who put that together. Let me see if I can pull that up for tonight. Can't find it right now, but it's all good. But Crypto for the Culture is the event, and it's taking place October 7th. Yep, 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. And I want to, here we go. Let me pull that up here. So if anybody wants to join in today, there it is. Crypto for the Culture, 12 to 8, starting today. Brought to you by Crypto Tutors. It's taking place today, set to be the largest diversity crypto conference online. Whole lot of topics if you want to jump in. A lot of amazing speakers. Kai Sheffield right here from Visa. I'm just looking at people that I can see just from straight away. So let's see, Hill Harper's there. Here's Lisa. I believe that's Elsa. Yep, that's Elsa Ramon from LA. Shout out to Elsa. That's Cliff. That's myself right there with the blue head. Let's see. Can't really see with these glasses, but that looks like Eduardo Jackson. He created Blacks and Bitcoin back in the day. Naja Roberts right here. Let's see, from afar, that looks like Jamari. Oh, Jamari's gonna be there. What's up, Jamari? Tanya Evans is gonna be there. Tavania Evans, sorry. And she is the creator of Guap Coin. Deidre McIntyre right here. Yep, she created Black People in Cryptocurrency on Facebook. You know, Big Mar. Lamar co-founded Black Bitcoin Billionaires with me. Don Dixon, like I said before, raised 1.4 million through a secure token offering. Bitcoin Vegan, Justin will be on there as well. So a lot of big names, Crypto for the Culture tonight. I'll be on there with Don Dixon. My speaking time, I actually have to check again, but my speaking time is a little bit later. And let me check for sure so I don't tell you all the wrong thing. Let's see, my speak time is early. It's at 12:45. So 12:45 in for the East Coast, 9:45 on the West. So check me out there, and shout out to everybody for watching the show today. We'll be back tomorrow for Fuck Bitcoin Fridays and some more news.